Why is it showing me mostly?
What?
I just got a big old head. My head hecka big.
You think so?
Go ahead, start. Yeah. Look at your little head. Oh. Oh, the camera started.
Um, welcome back to the little real life table. Um, I'm Nephew Aiden,
I'm Auntie Rika.
and today we don't really have we'll have some stuff planned, but we're mostly just gonna be talking about stuff we just come up with today. And we really haven't been on. Well, the last time we were what happened? Oh,
Oh,
there
there
we
you
go.
go.
Okay.
We having technical difficulties. The rain is here.
So yeah, we haven't. This is our first episode since January, and we're just here to talk about all different types of stuff.
Alrighty. Well, I want to kick it off because today is a special day. Today is Aiden's mom, which is my best friend, Erica Young's birthday. So we just got back from birthday lunch, brunch, late Leonard,
Li- li-
Leonard,
li-
maybe Leonard.
Litter, yeah.
And we are now taking a few moments to hop online and share some of the things that we've been up to this last month since we last talked to you all. And this morning, Aiden gave his mom a special gift. He made the honor roll again. So we were at the honor roll assembly at 8 o'clock this morning. So I want to give a shout out to Aiden for keeping his grades up, making the honor roll, and being an example for other students at his school. So shout out. I ain't got no sound effects. So woo!
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna pass it back to you.
Yeah, today, like you said, was my mom's birthday, and and coincidentally, the honor roll was the same day as my mom's birthday. So the gift I technically gave her was my honor roll, but I'm probably gonna make something else. And yeah, it was. I've made it. I've made it twice now. I made it last quarter and this quarter, and so yeah, I'm just yeah.
So I'm curious, Aiden, what strategies are you utilizing to help you keep your grade point average up?
Probably just staying focused in class.
Okay.
Um, uh, Probably not not like like some people just don't look at the notes. They just like try and use off their like what they think. But I use my notes. I tried it to my notes and just yeah, just staying focused.
That's awesome. And so how did it feel when your name got called and you went up to get your certificate?
It felt good to be there again and not just being there because I have to be there. So it feels good having my name called again, and this time, because the first quarter was like the first quarter school year of me being in sixth grade, and I didn't have as many friends as I do now. So this time, when I walked up, all my friends gave me like dap and stuff
Mm-hmm.
when I was walking up, so that was kind of like cool, and it was just yeah, nice.
Awesome sauce. Well, that's what's up. I think it's important, being an educator myself and always encouraging students to do their best and to get help when they need it. It was great to be able to celebrate my nephew and just his dedication to. I mean, that's all he got to do. He ain't got no job. He ain't got to have all this. Just do your work. Make sure you bring home the A's and B's. Likely, we want to see all A's next quarter though, and you'll be able to excel at your academics. You'll be able to get opportunities to do other things.
Hmm.
So it's always super cool to see the young people thrive and be celebrated and just enjoying learning and the opportunities that you have, not just academically, because Aiden plays sports too. Y'all know he a
Hmm.
slugger. This is my Louisville slugger right here. Um, so share a little bit about baseball.
Well, I'm in a different league now
Okay, so tell
because
us a little bit about that. You were in a league where before?
I was in San Lorenzo Little League,
And how long have you had you played in San Lorenzo?
probably 3 or 4, but if we count fall ball, like 4 or 5.
4 or 5 times. And then now where is your league?
Haywood Little League.
Hayward Little League.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
right now we haven't really put the they haven't really put together the teams. So when we do our practices, it's just mostly everyone is practicing with each other. So there's like little kids, big kids. So yeah, it's kind of it's kind of new for me because usually at my old league we would have tryouts to so we would know what team we're gonna be on and practice on or with.
Hmm.
So it's kind of different with me at this league, not
Okay.
knowing what team I'm gonna be on yet.
And then what position do you typically play? Sorry, I'm stuttering.
Usually when like there's no one else there, I always play first base. That is my main position, and I hope I stay there for the rest of my baseball, little career.
Hmm.
And I can also play some outfield sometimes when I need to. So I mean, I feel outfield's kind of easy. Just depends what team you're going
Hmm.
against. Because if you're going against a team that doesn't really hit balls to the outfield that much, then it's easy. But if you're playing a team that has hard hitters
Driving that
and
ball, then you
yeah,
gonna be working.
hmm
Hmm.
then that's when outfield gets hard. Because um, you might notice sometimes if we have some people watching that play baseball, um, you you're like in the outfield and when there's a pop up coming to you, you get kind of nervous. But you're gonna catch it because it's the easiest thing you could possibly kind of do in the outfield. But you just get worried because you might be too confident you're gonna catch it. You might accidentally drop it.
Okay, that's what's up. Any other things? What are you most looking forward to in this new upcoming season and this new league that you are now playing in?
Probably making new friends. And my grandpa told me this. You're the new kid there, so you gotta show what you got.
That's right. Show
So
your stuff.
this upcoming season, all the teams I want to go against, I want to show them that the new kid's not really new to baseball. I've been playing.
I'm him. You him?
Not there yet. Not yet.
Almost though.
Mhm.
You almost him. You high.
Mhm.
HI. You just need that M this season. Okay. The new kid ain't all that new. I like that, Aiden. That's what's up.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we've talked about the honor roll assembly. We talked about your mom's birthday. We gave her a shout out. Happy
Mhm.
birthday, Erica. We might sing at the end. I don't know. Um, and then we also talked about baseball and starting a new league.
Mhm.
We've talked about some of the strategies to help you stay focused to get you keep your grade point up. So what's next? What is a new the latest current event that has been that you've been
Sing a lot.
yeah, there you go.
Um. mm, mm. Well, it's kind of sad. Well, yes, kind of sad.
Kind of shit. What happened?
Um, I've been hearing on the news these past couple days that one of the today's host's mom was kidnapped. Yeah, kidnapped, and they still have found no trace of her.
Mm.
uh, like basically nothing. And I also heard that she needs medication that she has to take every day to basically just stay alive. And so yeah, she really needs it. And then the or kidnappers requested uh it was like 1 million in Bitcoin. I guess because they think they can't track it, but really anything online you can really track. So yeah, but yeah, it's just sad. Basically, pretty sad.
Yeah, so Savannah Guthrie is the Today Show's host, right?
Mhm.
And you're saying her mom is Nancy, and
Mhm.
they went and kidnapped Nancy,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
they think it's related to Savannah, or what do they think?
Um,
They think it's an inside job,
they don't think it's connected to the today's host or its inside job. They just think it was like a kidnapping that they just.
and they can't figure out where she at.
Mm-mm.
But if they don't find her, she ain't gonna make it because she don't have her medicine.
Mhm. basically.
And how long can she last without the medicine? Did they say?
I don't think I've heard. I haven't heard that. No.
Well, if y'all that's watching know anything about the how long the medicine and all of it, or any information on the story, we love for you to drop it in the comments. And if you're not a subscriber, we encourage you to subscribe. We
Mm-hmm.
are doing our very best to stay up with our schedule. Sometimes things get busy, but we commit to, at least when I'm in town in person, we sit side by side. And then when I'm back home, we're able to join live together side by side virtually.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to just give a special shout out. I mean, I want to just send up some prayers and love for Savannah in hopes of them finding her mom alive and well,
Mm-hmm.
that she's returned, and that whoever has done this atrocious act will be tried and convicted.
Mm-hmm.
We do not condone any of that. And we get to the point where people is kidnapping people from their homes. It should be concerning for all of us, regardless of who the person is. We know it's real crazy right now in the world.
Yes.
So much happening. People getting murdered by ICE, murdered by police. You got people getting pulled over for stuff that they shouldn't be getting pulled over for. I do think some of the division is disappearing. Not at great lengths, but there is some. I think people are starting to see this connection between us as human beings and not allowing them to put us to divide us along all these different lines. So, race and gender and class and religion and all the other things, the categories they try to place us in to keep us divided. If they can keep us divided, then we never are able to join together and fight and actually take down the things that are oppressing us, all of us. I'm not saying one race over another. I'm saying all of us right now are being oppressed. I wanted to talk to you a little bit too about healthcare, and I don't know how much you've been hearing about that, but the prices have gone through the roof. And have you heard anything about healthcare?
No, not on the news. Not yet. I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna soon. So, I mean, yeah, I know a lot of things are going up, especially insurance types things like
Mm-hmm.
car insurance, health insurance,
Mm-hmm.
house insurance, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's going up through the roof. And I'm not sure if you heard, but during when they had the LA fires,
Mm-hmm.
um,
That's like over a year ago.
like yeah, over 1 or 2 years ago, people, I think it was like insurance companies
Yeah.
were like, I forget what happened. You remember? I forgot
They were
what was.
dropping people. They wasn't honoring the coverage. And they was dropping people, and now the insurance is like crazy. It's like triple the amount. A lot of things happen with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the insurance, kind of like even with car insurance, and that's a number of things. I mean, I think I was talking to your mom earlier and we were talking about the tariffs and how, because of the tariffs, just for basic necessities, it has made families spend more than over $1,000 extra because of the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think about that, $1,000 is a lot of money when you think about your budget and things that you just need to be able to maintain your family. And that's on the low end. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine other people. It could be upwards 5, 10 grand that you spending extra because of tariffs.
This is probably hit harder. The tariffs has hit harder probably for like lower class families and
Low
people
income.
low income. Yes, people that don't have very much money. They
Mm-hmm.
coming in and they probably have to. There's less food on the table for like if they have families and kids and stuff. So it's really just crazy how this is.
Yeah. And less time with your kids, because if you can't make it with the job that you have now, that means I got to get a second job or a third job, and I got to have a side hustle. And if you got all these side hustles and jobs going on, how much like real quality time do you get to spend with your children? I think that's another thing to point out. I was thinking about my grandparents, which would be considered like your great grandparents. the time that they grew up in, it wasn't, you didn't have, at that time in the 30s, you didn't even have TVs in the homes. People was listening to radios for the baseball game. They
Mm-hmm.
say the ball game, right? And so they would have quality time, family time, when you sit around, you might listen to the boxing match or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'd also sit at the table for dinner. Everybody sat down and had dinner at the same time. They asked you how your day went. You shared some of that stuff. And even though it was hard times then, they would the government would drop them off during the Great Depression, a barrel of peanut butter, a barrel of oatmeal, just some of those things that you could stretch for the year. They get one pair of shoes. These are the things my grandmother told me. But I think about those times, and families were closer then because you did wasn't competing with tech and games and social media. Kids went outside and played with each other, made up games and things. So I just think about a lot of that. I think about where we are as a, not just a country, but a society, and just the ways that I don't know. I think we've gotten away from family values and you know,
Fairness and
absolutely, yeah. So what's one thing that, and I know you talk to your grandpa a lot. What is one thing that you feel like is missing from today's family makeup, or something that you would enjoy to see like your family do, or
um probably like how people like sometimes family like how family could sometimes be spread apart in different cities or like countries and maybe even sometimes states. Like being like the like being able to not spend as much money and being able to see your family from like that are far away and not close to home.
yeah, yeah. So family reunions, huh? So annual ones,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We do that on my mom's side every third. I think I said this on one of these before. Every third Saturday in August here in the Bay Area, and they originally from Louisiana. They have a Louisiana one in June. Every 0 and 5 year they have it in Louisiana, or every, yeah. So this year will be 95, and it'll be in Louisiana, and then in the other years they different family members hosted wherever they live. So last year we went to Seattle, Washington in
Mm-hmm.
2025. They did, I think, Illinois, right outside Chicago in 2024, and we did Alabama in 2023. They've done Oakland before. They've done some other places too, but those are the. I went to Alabama and I went to Seattle, and then my hope is I might go to Louisiana. I'm not sure. It's a lot of other events I got on my calendar this year. My niece is getting married and some other stuff, but well, I'm curious what you most looking forward to this spring. Like, I know you'll be going Vegas soon, right?
Going, I think it's this coming weekend or the
Uh,
weekend after that. It's for my cousin's birthday.
is you getting a little mustache?
Huh?
Is you getting a little mustache going in?
Am
Look at
I?
you, boy. Yeah, I see you. Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're fine. Um, it's his. I'm not sure if this is only for girls, but it's like the Sweet 16.
Okay.
He's turning 16, and it's gonna be fun. I might I might not know a lot of. Well, I'll probably know a lot of people there, but not. I won't know a lot of his friends, my cousin's friends,
Yeah.
and so I know it's gonna be fun. I know is because all birthday parties are fun.
All birthday parties are fun.
Well, it depends where it is.
I thought you went to one and the people had was giving out your gifts.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being messy. Look, forgive me. I should not. That was not right. Forget I said it. Go ahead. Move on.
um.
Hey, you laugh too much.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hey, this is the joy. The real life table. We have laughter.
Mm-hmm.
We just teasing. We teasing.
Mm-hmm. Um. So. It, it just depends where it is. Like most of the birthday parties I've been to were fun. Most of them. And this I'm hoping, and which it probably is gonna be fun, and I'm excited to have a good time with my cousins, and then plus after the birthday party with my grandpa, just chilling in the hotel, going to dinner and stuff. I just hope to have a good time.
You will. What's your favorite? I got a couple of favorite questions for you. What's your favorite cake, birthday cake?
Favorite birthday cake,
Kind of birthday cake.
kind. That's kind of hard because I don't really prefer any type of birthday cake. I just love birthday cake in general.
You just
Yeah,
you don't
but
turn down nothing but your collar. I know that's right.
and you and so if I were to say one, probably either like probably strawberry.
With whipped cream.
Mhm.
Your grandma makes some really good strawberry cake with fresh whipped cream.
Mhm. And then my grandma, like you just said, and think Thanksgiving, she made a German chocolate cake. I think that's what it's called, and I really liked it. So that's probably one of my new favorites now is what is German chocolate.
Okay, German chocolate. I'm not a fan. I don't like coconut.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
I only like cooking up favorite things like almond joy. I like almond joy.
Ooh, my grandma. So let me tell you about my grandma. When we was kids, so I don't like coconut. She would send us to the store with a note. This is dating myself, but they used to send your kid to the store with a note to get cigarettes, and she would get her cigarettes, and then she'd ask for a piece of candy, and it was either almond joy or mounds, and I used to be so upset because she knew I wasn't going to ask for that. Why you send? And then I couldn't even get no candy, and I used to be kind of feeling like I ain't your slave, lady, but. Yeah, and I hate it when she got them. I do not like almond joy or a mouse. But you know what I do like? Coconut water. I didn't realize I was gonna like coconut water like that. When I went to Jamaica, they did when I wasn't gonna drink it, but I tried it. The water is good. I don't like the flesh. I don't like the texture of
Oh
coconut.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a coconut fan like that. But that water was good.
Well, when I went to
Hawaii?
no, what I go on the cruise?
Oh, Caribbean.
It was I forgot.
Bahamas.
Bahamas. Yes. There was a little place
Mhm.
where you could try coconuts. It was fresh from a coconut, like I was holding a coconut, and I tried it. No disrespect to coconuts or people in Bahamas,
But did you try the
but
water part? Did you drink some of the juice?
yeah, I drank some of the coconut.
Did you like it?
No,
Uh, okay.
no disrespect to people
Who like
in
coconuts?
the Bahamas. Yeah, and
Uh,
people who like coconuts. But I just didn't like it, which I'm kind of confused about. Like I like almond joy, but I don't like coconut water. So that's kind of confusing
hmm,
to me.
interesting.
And just like how I don't like pineapples,
Oh, I love pineapple. That's my favorite fruit.
but I will eat anything pineapple flavor, like gummies,
But you got to get it from Hawaii.
really.
Pineapple in Hawaii is way different than the pineapple we get because they freeze it to ship it
Hmm.
places. It has to be frozen. So by the time you get it, a lot of that flavor, the sweetness have gotten
Hmm.
took out of it. So when I was growing up, I always had pineapple from here. I liked it, but it was tart. And
Mm.
so I'm looking for the tart taste because that's what I think is pineapple, right? But when I went to Hawaii, it was so sweet and juicy. Oh my God, best pineapple you ever had. And a pineapple dough, favorite treat when I go to Hawaii. It's like an ice cream, but it's pineapple dough. Yeah, did you have that when y'all went? No. Next time you got you.
I don't think so. We might have. I don't know. I just don't remember because it was kind of long. It was like 2, 3 years ago.
So you don't remember.
Mm-mm.
And then they had the Honolulu Cookie Company, the macadamia nut cookies. Ooh, Aiden, get in trouble messing with them cookies.
I just know that there's this one store that's in Honolulu. It's like a blue like sign. Oh, I forget what it's called.
A store?
It's like a store,
What
yeah.
do they sell?
Just all different types of stuff, hats.
The
Like
flea market?
no,
No.
I forgot what it's called. It'll come to me. We went there all the time. Me and my mom would just go there sometimes while we were there. Honolulu was beautiful when I went. It was beautiful.
That's what's up. Paradise, huh?
I'm surprised they didn't have more stuff for Barack since he was born
Yeah.
there. They
Interesting.
could have like
Why you
like
call that
a
man Barack and you a kid and he grown?
oh
Mr. Obama or President
oh
Obama?
yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, you can call it what you want. Let me quit trying to police your language. You call it what you want, but you normally the way we grew up,
yeah.
adults, you would call
You
them
would call
Mister or
him, yeah.
Mrs.
Um. I'm surprised they didn't have like a museum or something, or
Mm-hmm.
like a statue, or just something that like everybody could see.
But they didn't. But did you go through the whole city?
I went through, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, maybe that's something you can write to them and tell them they need to get. All right, I know our time is winding, but we gonna switch gears before we get to the our last part and talk a little bit about uneventful happenings. So,
You wanna you wanna
you want to start?
you wanna go first, or should I go first?
Whatever you prefer.
You can go first.
Okay. So I had an uneventful. I came to the Bay Area on Monday. I left the snow in Carolina. It wasn't still snowing, but the snow was still in the grass.
Yeah.
And I took my 5.5 hour plane ride from Charlotte to San Francisco. And I had an uneventful train ride. There was no drama, nobody like talking crazy, nobody got put off. And I was just telling Aayden that in a time where a lot of times I look on YouTube right before I leave to see if anything had been happening because I be trying to be alert so I can pay attention because I ain't trying to get put off. I ain't trying to get on the no-fly list. I'm trying to follow all the rules so I can get where I'm going and bring my butt back.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about just uneventful happenings, and I was like, I had an uneventful play ride. I got on there. I actually read a whole book while I was on there. Watched 2 movies, and I sat next to this man. He was all right, but after he ate and went to sleep, he was burping. Oof, that smell. I was like, Lord, let me get to Erica's house so I could take a shower. I did. I have a hard time with things, with people sitting next to me with smells. So hopefully, when y'all travel, y'all wash and y'all spray y'all cologne or your perfume or whatever you need to smell good.
I am when after I get off that flight, and when we go to
The
the
hotel.
hotel before we go to the party, cause we're kind of when we kind of waited too long to like get the tickets. So we're getting there the same day as the party, and we're getting there kind of close to the time the party starts.
What day is the party? A Saturday or a Friday?
Saturday. It's just Saturday.
And then when you coming home?
Monday. Some is Monday. A day at school.
Next week?
Mm-hmm.
You going this weekend?
I'm going. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I didn't know you was going this weekend. Valentine's Day weekend?
I think so. Not part. I have to ask my couple.
Okay. Because
But
next week is I think President's Day, so we off Monday. Well, we are. I don't know about you.
mm-hmm.
You should be here.
I should be. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your. Sorry, y'all. We trying to fight. Uh, tell them about your uneventful happening.
Well, as many of people know, we're sports fans, stuff like that.
Go Giants.
Fo-
Go 49ers.
Football fans.
Go Warriors.
Football fans.
Go San Jose Sharks. No. I'm silly.
For people who are football fans, I'm pretty sure they watch the Super Bowl, and I'm pretty sure most people that don't really like defense, because that's all it was defense.
Nothing but defense, huh?
Nothing but defense. No, barely any. Well,
what was the end of score?
There was offense, but it was like very little from one team.
What was the final score?
I think it was like 29 to like 13.
Damn.
So
who won?
Seahawks.
Oh, Seattle, huh? Okay. I don't watch it no more. You know how.
And so it was pretty boring. Probably the side thing was his halftime show. And yeah, it was really that. It was just very boring. It was probably one of the boys' Super Bowls.
What did you see? Did you see a good commercial that you liked? I heard it was a lot of AI commercials.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
It was my favorite commercial was like probably the Instacart one.
What they do?
It was this one singer, I forgot his name, and he's famous for doing a backflip off of the piano at the Grammys or something.
Okay. Chris Brown?
No, I don't think he does backflips. um,
Just
but
making up stuff.
um, but they did it. They had him do it again during the commercial, and then I think there was someone else on the commercial with him that tried to do it, but it was like they like switched him out, so like he didn't completely do the backflip, so he just like kind of just fell down.
He got hurt.
Well, I'm pretty sure they switched like they made like a mannequin or something that they made fall, and then at the last second they switched them or something. I don't know, but yeah, it was probably that one.
Okay, what'd you think of the halftime show?
It was good. It was good.
It's been so much commentary and people getting mad and people actually liking it and people
Hmm.
not. Music is a vibe. It's universal, man. It don't matter what the words is. If you feeling that vibe and it was written in love,
Hmm.
you should be able to feel that.
Um,
So I saw a couple clips, but I didn't get the whole show. And didn't somebody get married?
yeah, it was an actual because they had invited Bad Bunny to their wedding,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the same day he was performing at the Super Bowl, so he just invited them to the Super Bowl to get married.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Hmm.
Unforgettable. Hopefully they last a lifetime.
Hmm. And then something I also want to say is the last two Super Bowls. Last year was Kendrick. This year was Bad Bunny.
Ain't that like us?
Two 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 people that are trying to break through and make like like kind of like tackle as like a metaphor as like tackle racism.
Through
It's
their music.
yeah, through their music, and it was very very I would say controversial because people would like especially with the Bad Bunny one
Yeah, they
this
mad because
year.
he didn't speak in
Uh-huh.
English or something.
And and I seen this thing on TikTok someone had made. It was like um I might not get the exact thing, but what I'm gonna say is gonna be like basically what it was. It was like you guys might have not understand Bad Bunny. And some people might not have understood Kendrick's Super Bowl. So it said I don't think music is the problem here.
Mm-hmm.
So
So they the problem.
mhm,
I know that's right. That's real.
mhm,
It's interesting the ways that politics, even when you think. So I'm gonna call it the Roman circus as what it is, but how it makes its way into everything. And instead of just celebrating culture, right? Like
mhm,
I don't want to get into that because we the real life table we get real. I ain't
mhm,
gonna say we don't, and we also like to center joy in our stuff. So I think that's gonna take me down the path I don't want to go down. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And any other topics you want us to discuss? So we kind of did a double, triple episode because we haven't done one in a while, and we're in person. And if you what we find is that we'll stop and have conversations throughout the day,
mhm,
and they be so empowering. But we don't be recording, so we just be talking. Then afterwards, we be like, "Oh, we should have put that on the real life table."
mhm,
So we kind of like wanted to do a little longer episode today, kind of share some of the things that we've been doing over the last few weeks,
mhm,
um, that we haven't been able to share. We are hoping that you will share this channel with someone else that you think will
mhm.
enjoy our conversation. You know, I follow quite a few people, and sometimes I be having my own commentary going on while they commentate. But I really just appreciate my nephew. He 11, and
Soon to be 12 in July.
soon to be 12. Okay, 11 and a half, huh? Uh, so whenever we get a time to get together and chat, we try to do that.
Mhm.
And I appreciate his perspective and his kind of philosophy on life. It's hard to believe he have one at 11, but he do.
Because I watch the news every
He
day.
watched the news. He talks to his father, his grandfather, and his mom, and
Me and
other adults. And go ahead,
me and my grandpa were basically like best friends. Basically,
best friends,
that's just how we're like best friends with each other.
and they have good commentary too.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll be eavesdropping, but it'd be really good. So I think the other thing I want to say, it's February, the month of love. It's your mom's birthday. It's the month of love because of
Month
Valentine's Day.
and month, it's a month for Black History Month.
I was getting ready to say that you beat me to the punch.
This is the 100th Black History Month
Anniversary. That's right.
anniversary of Black History Month, and just it being a part and it being us having a whole month to celebrate our culture and our history.
And it's a lot to say about that. Do you know who was the who created Black History Month?
Uh, no, I forgot.
Start with a C.
See, no, I can't remember.
Carter G. Woodson.
Carter G. Woodson.
Carter G. Woodson in 1926. It was week. Originally, it was Black History Week, and he also wrote. I mean, James Weldon Johnson wrote the Black National Anthem, and I heard that it was all these people like I didn't even know they had one. Like where y'all been, man? Y'all been doing the Juneteenth thing. Y'all didn't heard of the Black National Anthem.
Y'all
Like,
leave on the rock or something?
so it bewilders me that the stuff that people say sometimes, but I'm like maybe they just didn't know, so maybe they was ignorant to the fact. But I've been doing this all my life, and I ain't gonna sing it for y'all right now because this ain't a concert. But I just really appreciate this time with my nephew because I think the other thing is passing on that information. So before we jump off, we're gonna share our favorites from Black history, like maybe lessons or a person who really have impacted our lives or something that they did or shared. We continue to like stand on their shoulders to keep trying to move that issue forward, or this can go ahead.
Probably one put. Well, technically it's kind of two. The way I'm gonna say it, but probably
King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. And you gotta say Junior if you're gonna talk
King Jr.
because there's a Martin Luther King and Martin Luther King Jr. Two different ones.
You mean Martin Luther?
Martin Luther.
So Martin, yeah, they got it from Martin Luther. He the one that nailed the 95 Thesis. He tacked it to the door on the church at Wittenberg, and that was starting the kind of that Reformation, the religious stuff. Go ahead, I'm listening.
And then also I want to say probably Rosa Parks too.
Oh, okay.
Because of what she did on that bus was really brave of her, and just drawing a line and segregation and racism.
I love that you picked those two because traditionally that's who we learned in school, and a lot of people call them our safe heroes, right? Those are the two that you learn about all the way through. Is consistent. But my dad, my dad loved history too, and he used to teach me a lot about different figures from Black history and stuff. And I don't know if you heard of Emmett Till. He was the boy that was young and they killed him in Mississippi. Well, and they beat him. Well, the story goes, he come down from Chicago to visit his family down there, and they was walking along the sidewalk, and he supposedly whistled at a girl, and because she was white that night, her daddy and it might be in the store. I'm messing up my facts right now. And her daddy and Mr. Bryant and J.W. Milan went over to the house, to his great uncle's house to get him. They made them wake him up and get a boy to us. They was gonna kill the whole house if they didn't. And they killed him and beat him, and he was unrecognizable. Put a thing around his neck, threw him in the lake, the river, whatever it was. And so the next day, well, that happened, and then they went on trial. J.W. Milam and Mitchell Bryant, and his great uncle was Mose Wright. They used to call him preacher, and he was up. This is in the 50s, so he got up in court while he was on the stand against white people. There was a white, what do you call him, defense attorney, and there was a white. What's the other one? Not public defender. The
jury.
No, the one that's for the state. I can't think of it. My brain is fried right now. Let me think. District attorney. District attorney. There we go. It was when the judge, the jury, everybody. But when he was on the stand and they was doing his testimony, they asked him who took the boy or who killed the boy, and he got up and stood up. He's probably in his 60s or 70s, pointed at them two white men in open court and said, "There he, right there. There he." That's all he said. There he. The next day, after that night, he slept in his car. The night after he testified in front of the church and drove to Chicago, and he walked away from his house, all of his stuff, because if he would have stayed there, they was gonna kill him because he pointed them out in open court. So Mo's Right to me is a giant because he had the courage in a space where it was all white people to stand up and still say they killed his great nephew. And Emmett Till's mom, Mamie Till, decided to do an open casket. It was so bad, it was brutal. It was something you probably couldn't stomach. But she decided to do it because she wanted to show the world what they had done to her son, which I think Emmett might have been 13 or something. Oh yeah, you don't know that, man. You got to study that. So that is the male. That would be the male from. And since you did a woman, I'm gonna do a woman too. My woman is Mahalia Jackson. So a lot of people know her as a gospel singer. She also was an activist. She was the voice kind of the civil rights movement. You don't get I Have a Dream speech without Mahalia Jackson, because they used to have these conversations about dreams. I don't know if you heard of Langston Hughes, the poet. He had a poem called Dream Deferred. So they had been talking about dreams. And Martin Luther King went to Morehouse College. So Benjamin E. Mays was the president at that time. He instilled this idea of dreams and, moving beyond what we could see with our physical eyes. And so on the day of the March on Washington, and they was going to do I Have a Dream, he had a whole nother speech written. But she had sung a song right before he was going to do his speech, and it's called I've Been Buked and I've Been Scorned, and it's real melancholy. It's kind of sad. So when she got done, it was a powerful song though. It was his time to do his speech, but there was a lull. Like the crowd was just, that song had hit him, so everybody was feeling, you just down. So when he was starting the speech, the crowd wasn't getting with him. So then she said, "Tell him about the dream, Martin. Tell him about the dream." And he went off the cuff with I Have a Dream. That wasn't written down. He went off the cuff and said that. So it was like lyrics, when they be battle rapping and they be freestyling.
How you say like no editing? What do you say?
Raw talk, no edits. What I say, no I say something, but I can't think of it right now. But it'd be raw talk. I ain't doing no edits. Whatever is there is there. So say what you mean what you say. But she was the first kind of like hype man. I call her that. The first kind of hype woman, like, because she was like, "Tell him about the dream. Tell him about the dream." And that's how you get I Have a Dream. But even beyond that, I think for me, a lot of people will say that's their favorite speech by King because that's the most well known. But he had another one that he preached right before he died called I've Been to the Mountaintop. That's my favorite. I really like I've Been to the Mountaintop. So that is our historical stuff for today. We hope we hope that you celebrate and learn about Black history. I mean, it's part of American. It's all history. It's all one history, but we got to call it Black history because we'll see like what they doing now. They taking the history out of the museums, and Trump is trying to take it out of the army bases and all other places, all kind of stuff. And I'm like, it's part of this history though. You don't have this history without our history. What do you mean? Because a lot of things that we fought for benefited everybody else too. It didn't just benefit us.
We basically meet we like all like I wouldn't say like we, but like all people from our culture, Black people. We invented a lot of stuff. We invented the light bulb. We invented the
traffic
internet,
light, GPS. Come on,
GPS. We made the internet.
Sweet potato pie. No,
we did. No,
we did. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm being silly.
What else we make?
It's a long episode.
We made a lot. We made a lot of stuff.
We did. We did. They did, and we will. So that's the other thing. When you look at them, they planted some seeds, right? Mm-hmm. But it's something. So Benjamin E. Mays, who I was just talking about, was King's mentor when he went to Morehouse College, which is all male male college in Atlanta. He had a quote that said, "Every man and woman was born into the world to do something unique, something different. If they don't do it, it does not get done." So when you talk about life, like people think they're supposed to get up and go to school and go to work and just do this rat race. That ain't life. It's something you was born for, but that's preparing you for something else that you got to do. And there might be people that think that's watching you when they should be watching their own path, because we all got different assignments. If they don't do their assignment, it can't get done. But if you so busy trying to look at what everybody else doing and trying to compete with everybody else, you're not gonna get your assignment done. That's what your purpose in life is, right? And you learn it over time. Once you meet your purpose, God, I believe God gonna call your name, and it's time to go to heaven after that. But learning that you guys might play games, might play different sports together. You might be a good video game player. They might be. There may be a lot of similarities, but there's something unique that you have to do that only Aayden can do. Can't nobody else do it. Even if they think they can, they can't. It was created for you, and you have to fulfill that purpose. And so I think when I think about what they've contributed, they set the examples for us. So now, how are we going to take our privilege, right? Because you don't live outside, right? You get to choose what you want to eat for the most part, right? And you got different shoes and clothes in there that you can pick from.
Mm-hmm.
So we privileged too, right? Okay, we may not have everything, and we might be some stuff where we like struggling, but we still privileged. But how am I going to use that privilege to help others that's coming behind me? How am I going to use it for the people I cross every day? How do I walk past people and don't make eye contact with them or say hello, even if they transient? You got to see humanity in everybody, because you never know when you entertaining an angel. Sometimes God will send a person just to test you to see who you really are. And because somebody have a title, they'll respect you because you have a title. But if you don't have no title, or you think, oh, they can't do nothing, you want to ignore them, you got to love everybody. That's how I feel about it. So what are your thoughts?
Uh,
You
prob-
see them people jumping on and jumping on?
mhm.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
uh, Probably my thoughts are just like you said, if you have something made, if you have something only you can do, embrace it. Do like if something only you can do is invent something, invent something. If you can, if only you can, if only you can make certain type of shoes, make certain type of shoes. Just make stuff only you can do. Don't try. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Don't try and copy people, but if it's something like you really think is cool and you like, you can do that. But don't just
Be
copy some.
yourself.
Yes, be yourself.
Be yourself and cultivate. And you are going to change, right? You're not supposed to stay the same. You ain't supposed to be the same Aiden you was at 3 years old. Every year, new, every time you're developing, you're growing. That's that Michelle Obama book is called Becoming. But I'm saying we're always becoming. You're always getting better. You're always adding. You never get to the point where I've arrived. That's not real. So you're always transforming, changing every day. And the more opportunities you get, the more you will grow, the more you will start to see too what your lane is and where you're supposed to be. Because I swear I thought I was going into tech, coming out going into college. Thought I was going to be in computer science.
Mm.
God was like, you work with kids, you an educator. And I had been already working with young people through Boys and Girls Club. So it's just like embracing it, not
Mhm.
trying to chase bags. Of course, we all want a few dollars or some resources so that if we want to do something, we could do it. But if it's all about profits and I lose myself in it, it ain't worth it to me. And I don't want to be a person that could be bought. You know how they be like, oh, somebody can slap me for $10 million. No, they can't. Ain't nobody slapping me for $2 billion. I don't care how much it is. Like, we don't play them kind of games. And then it just shows you have no respect for yourself. It's just silly stuff. I don't know how I jumped over there, but I really enjoyed this talk with you. I'm so happy. Every Wednesday is our plan. So we have next Wednesday, the 18th. Aiden will be back from Vegas and he'll be able to tell us all about all the fabulous things that happened and the Sweet 16 party. And hope maybe he'll have some eventful travel, like unlike mine.
Hmm. Hopefully, it's a good eventful, and
Yeah,
not
a
a.
good eventful, not
Mhm.
like maybe he meets somebody spectacular, not like people start fighting and they got to fly back to the airport and deplane. Oh, I remember when I first moved to Charlotte, I used to be watching the planes right before I would catch a plane. And so I'd be trying to pay attention to what people be doing because I'm like, they ain't getting me kicked off the plane. Well, I'm going to let you wrap us up.
Oh yeah, like you said, we're gonna wrap it up. And I haven't I don't think I've said this in a long time. It's a it's a thing I said on one of the videos we made together. Um, I usually say it when I end it off. Um, God loves you, and so do I.
Have a good one.